Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the colony. For those of you who don't know, in the last episode of my series, we ended up with a bit of a maggot problem. Unfortunately, my efforts of prevention were too late, as we now have a fruit fly problem to handle. How do I plan on getting rid of them? Well, I'm sure most of you would suggest simply changing the substrate and cleaning out the enclosure. However, in the act of doing that, I may lose a lot of roaches, especially the dubia roach nymphs, which spend a good portion of their juvenile stages buried in the substrate. So I'm afraid it's not that simple. The only thing left to do is to outlast them. Fruit flies thrive on fruit and vegetables that are left out for too long. So any food of that criteria being fed to the roaches would also be taken over by the fruit flies as well, and used to further their reproduction. Fortunately, roaches aren't picky, and unlike fruit flies, can thrive on other things besides fruit and vegetables. Cockroaches are true survivors, so versatile that even flies can't out-survive them. So today's episode will be a bit different, as today's food will not be a fruit or vegetable, but a dry food that the flies won't be attracted to. Ladies and gentlemen, fish flakes. Unlike other episodes where they are eating something for the first time, this is something I've been giving them regularly, before deciding to experiment with their diet and give them fruits and vegetables that they've never had before. Fish flakes are one of their ordinary foods. Next, fish food pellets. Next is rat food, a mixture of grains, wheats, alfalfa meal, oats, and seeds. Although it is plant matter, it is much too dry for fruit flies to get anything out of it. And even if they could, the roaches eat it way too fast. And I'm also careful to only put in an amount of food that they can completely devour within a few hours. This way, nothing is left overnight. These feedings are all taking place over a 2-week period. They eat it up so fast that flies don't even have a chance to lay their eggs on it. This goes to show how hardwired with the will to survive cockroaches truly are. Cockroaches are survivalist champions, so versatile that not many animals can beat them in challenges of hardiness and adaptability. In fact, if you are a person who wants to get into keeping invertebrate animals as pets, it might be good to start off with dubia roaches. Or if you want to start off with something bigger, then start with hissing cockroaches. From there, you can work your way up to keeping things a little more challenging, such as African giant millipedes and stick insects. Or maybe you want to take things into a more predatory direction, like keeping scorpions or tarantulas, in which case it is still a good idea to start off with keeping roaches, since you will need them to feed to your tarantulas and scorpions anyway. It's almost impossible to fail with cockroaches, as there isn't much that they can't adapt to. Cockroaches are the ultimate survivors. So much so that even amongst all this fruit fly drama and nothing but dry food, we still get a sign of more roaches on the way. This female cockroach is projecting an ootheca, a membrane sac full of unhatched eggs. She won't actually lay this until they hatch inside her, but from time to time, she will project her ootheca to allow it some air. It may still be a good few weeks until they hatch. But it's awesome to see that these cockroaches are not only surviving, but thriving amongst the fruit fly turmoil. See you next time, and remember to like and subscribe.